Hello, I have come to show you a script I have made in Roblox to copy a building that you create. Now it copies it into a table containing all the properties of the parts. I'm going to show you this. So first, I have to load up Roblox. Roblox is a web game where you can create your own games with programming and something called Roblox Studio. It's a game editor designed for Roblox. It's a game editor designed to make Roblox games. Now, I'm going to run I'm going to run the server. Now, this is a pretty much blank world with a lot of scripts I have written in it and some maps. Now, I have this script. This is the building script. It has a table of information. Now this table is printed by this script. It's setting a variable to the model that it's copying, which in this case is non-existent because I deleted it. It prints this. Now basically this is printing it all to the output, and then I copy paste it into the script. Setting a variable. Now this every time it goes to this script 100 times, it will delay 1/30th of a second. If it does it all instantly, it will create immense amounts of lag and possibly crash the server. Now, every time it runs through this, it's indexing one of the parts of the model. Every time it goes through, it checks if it's a part, and then it checks if X is greater than 100. If it is, then it waits. But in this situation, it looks like I forgot to add X something that adds X, so it looks like it actually will do it all instantly, so that's a mistake. Now, everything that goes through this, it prints one of these. This is the beginning of a table. Now, this is all inside of a massive table called A, or defined as A. Or it looks like it's defined as A once I paste it in. Then once it goes through, it'll print this, and then it'll print what the part is. So if it's a spawn, it will print it as a spawn. If it's a part, it will print it as a part. And it'll print the name of the part. It'll print the name, which is what it's accessing in the part, and then it prints what it sets it to. Now, this is a table, and these are all mini tables. Each one of these is full of what it's indexing and what it's setting it to. Now, material, color, size, position and rotation, etc. Now, it does that for every single one of the parts, and then prints the end of the table. And I copy that and then paste it into here, and I have a massive table that looks something like this, with all the names and materials and everything. Now this model I've created has many hundreds of parts. So the script is the part table is about 16,000 lines long. And then this is the part of the script that reads the table with loops. It goes through all the values of the table, which are all tables, and then it goes through all of these, which are all tables, and indexes them, changes the properties of the part. So this so change its color to darkstone gray, its name to wedge, etc. So now I'm going to explain this. It's setting a variable to a new model in workspace. Workspace is where everything you see goes. It names it to construct. And then it sets a variable equal to my character model. After it does that, it creates a new kind of a laser thing. This is a pre-made function type thing. Once it's put into the once you put it into the player, you can set it to your human, the human part. This is what declares you as a player, and then sets its color. The purpose of this laser is it sets one point to your humanoid, and then as it goes through, I create one part, and that sets the opposite point to that part. So it'll appear that the laser is building the parts. Now, after it does this, it starts a for loop. It starts a for loop through the number of A. This is the number of things it has. So each one of these tables is one of the things of I. So if you add up all these tables, it would execute this every single one of those times. Now it creates this variable which I randomly named party. And then you see this is cloning the first thing of this. You see everything in this is a table, so it takes the first value of that and clones it. Now this is the type. Now this is a wedge part. It functions as a ramp, sort of. It can be a part, a spawn, anything basically. Now it clones that, and then it sets its parent to the model that I created earlier. Once it does that, it detects if it's a part, and it wants to know if the selection exists. In other words, if this got removed in the process, this will not execute. If this execute if cell, which is the laser, is non-existent, then it will error the script. So if I die while this is running and I respawn, it will still build, but the laser will not be there. Now, you see every single it's for every single one of these things, it's taking a table of a table. It's a table inside of a table inside of a table. So this is all the tables, and then this is the subtable. So AI is a table like this, or also known as party. So now it's using the same method to go through all of the values of the table which I randomly named party. And then it sets a variable equal to party C. Actually, this is going through all the never mind, this is going through all of these. So it goes through all of those and changes if it's not equal to transparency, because I'm going to add a fade effect later. I don't want it saying the transparency immediately, because if it sets it to transparent and I make it, it'll kind of look like it's flashing. So MABC1 equals, so it's indexing one of these mini tables. So it indexes the material. So it's indexing M is object that I cloned earlier, and it's indexing the material of that